This is 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Packers defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Smith now to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Troit Castro Fields who picked it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Geno on 1st down. And it's complete. Right back to Ridley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
13 next.
Chase, the motion man right. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Again, Smith. That's complete, right around the 8. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll go with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
On point, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now Smith. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Gino. And this is right here. Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
And fights through one man. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Packers had 2-1 now to start the campaign. Then they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Howell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
13 next. Check 51, check 59, cover.
Throwing now is Geno. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Geno now to throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing is Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice this one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now Shudak for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
No ball, no ball. Strike.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. To throw is Smith. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
13 next. Hey, it's a clip. Hey, 3 on left.
Smith. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
11 MT, 11 MT.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And shouting through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First and 10, Taylor now. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Shudak for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get.
Touchdown, Packers! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that will make this a 19-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
An inside give to Jones. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Smith.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now Geno on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Smith now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They'll get this to the 24 with second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Smith. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They are going for it. It's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll shoot. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. The
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
16. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11 MT.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11 MT tight. 11. 11.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Pause. Hey, on the ball.
After the interception, here's Smith.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a
first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Smith. The left side completion to Jones. And he's blocked out just outside of the 10 at the 11. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Throwing now is Geno. Being chased out left. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. A shotgun snap for Smith. This is caught. Touchdown. Will Dissly, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give for Taylor running right side. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And the Lions.
Out of the gun, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Smith now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
11 empty.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his target, Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. And bulldozing his way through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And my goodness, another interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, come! Hey, Tony!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Gino on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. One last throw here for Smith. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show